All right, so let's give you guys a bit of a sneak peek on the vending collection side. So here's all our bills. We're in Canada, so yeah, we have a monopoly money. These were some of the collections that we did throughout the month. There's actually a lot of bags that are uncounted. This is probably around 200 bucks in terms of loonies and toonies. And then there's all these other separate bags that haven't exactly been put together yet. So if you look at these are all our bags filled with coins. Some of the locations, and we have our pre-rolls here. This is our other coin jar. We haven't really had time to count that yet either. Here's our coin counter, and this is all the other type of change that we still have uncounted. But point being is, let me know what you guys think this amount totals up to, and I guess we'll start the process. Hey, what's up you guys? Alright, I am Johnny from Silvertalks. So as you already know, all of you guys who follow me, I am a day trader. I make the bulk of my money from the stock markets. So what is it that I usually do with my money? So what I always like doing is I like putting my money into things that are going to grow into more passive income. So regardless of if I trade or not, I'm always going to get paid. And what I usually do locally is I run multiple businesses. One of these streams I want to show you is just going to be one for today, but it's going to be vending machines in general. So we're going to show you how much we collected for the month. We're not going to tell you how much we made until the end, so make sure you guys stick around and check it out. All right, so let's see. So that's for like a couple of days. All right, let's see the pop. So let's talk about how much we actually collected from that entire video. So we actually ended up pulling about 29, 15, 10. So this was actually in the month of February. So out of the entire month that I actually did the collection, February tends to actually be the slowest. So let's just say if we actually have a fast month like summer. Summer is like crazy fast because a lot of people actually like buy drinks like left, right, and center. They eat a lot of snacks here and there. So when it actually happens, these sales numbers could actually go all the way up to about 3.5K, maybe 4K. I don't know. It really depends. We have to actually see what it's like. So what's the actual cost to put in everything to fill all these machines? Well, the cost actually cost me about $400 initially, and then every single 2 weeks we add about 50 bucks onto like the drinks and everything else, because It really depends. If you stack all your machines and like just leave it overstacked to the top, assuming you actually manage like all your spoilage and all your expiry dates, at that point everything else is actually going to be a lot more in line, and you're not gonna have to refill as often. So even if you refill as often, like let's just say if you have your employee go every single 2 weeks, then at that perspective, you literally only have to put in about $50 every single 2 weeks for certain locations here and there. Not all locations move as fast, but we do have like some pretty top line like vending machines that actually move pretty quick. We have some in the Yorkdale malls if you're in Toronto. It's a pretty big location. We make a lot of money at that one. We have some at Square One, etc. I'm not going to reveal all the locations because I don't want to get stalked, but point being is let's actually talk about how to make this passive. So we'll grab our calculator and we'll calculate this out. Just don't want to be saying the shot. Okay, so we make about 2915.10. This is assuming it's the slow month. On the fast months, it could actually be a lot quicker. So let's just say if we do something like 2915.10 plus 3,500, and then we're going to divide by 2. We're just going to use average costing. This is going to give us about $3,207 per month, like whatever, and some change. Now, adding this every single time we actually go, this is going to yield us about $38,000 in change. Holy crap, that was a lot of change. I only counted it for you guys on this one video. The point being is this is a pretty passive stream. The thing I actually wanted to talk about was there's 2 things you could actually do. You could, one, do the thing by yourself. So on average, it probably requires about 6 hours every single 2 weeks. And here in Toronto, we usually just pay them min wage, someone we trust, and we pay them in cash. So the whole point being is they usually load up for us. So $14 times 6 times 2 times about 12, it's about $2,000. That's for your employee. And then we also have our refill cost. So it costs about initial of $400, because that one is actually to fill out most of the machines, like the chocolates and like drinks, everything else, like chips, etc. And afterwards, we're gonna have $50 bi-weekly. So there's about 26 times 50. That's about 1,300. So basically, what actually leaves this as left over, we're going to calculate this. We're going to net us about 3, okay, hold on. Profits of 37K. For me, this is completely passive because I actually outsource most of the work. For the video sake, we actually ended up just going, me and my brother. You actually know Anthony from the trading room, so it's like Silvertalks effects. He usually deals with like the Forex stuff, but point being is we actually went and showed you guys what it's actually like for the process. We wanted to show you behind it. And the main thing is that if you decide to actually not do this passively, you get an additional $2,000. The way we actually looked at it was, if we actually hired someone to take care of it for us, that like 6 hours for us is a lot more money on the markets and doing our other business type of ventures. So the main thing is, this is kind of an insight of what you could do, especially if you want to start off like a new vending machine type of business. So on average, a vending machine probably costs about $500. Usually want to go for the cranes, and never go for a Sega. Segas are literally shit. Like, they suck. But the point being is, like, every single time, if you have $500 for one drink machine, and if you want to put in our $500 for a snack machine, it's about $1,000. On average, to actually fill the machines, usually costs anywhere from $100 to about $150, depending on if you're actually empty. And then afterwards, like the recuperating costs, or like how much you have to actually put in, it's not really going to be like way too much. It's going to be about like 25 to about $50. So point being is, you could actually put a lot of your money into vending machines, and then every single time, whenever you take profits out, instead of recouping your capital, what you should actually want to be focusing on is you actually want to reinvest it. You want to buy more vending machines. So this way, you use the profits from these 2 vending machines to scale, and you buy all the way up times 2. It depends on what you want to do. You could also be doing combo machines, etc. It really depends on what type of traffic you have. The other quick tip I really want to just give you guys is never buy a vending machine new. You're gonna get screwed on a deal because every single time you buy these new vending machines, I've seen like so many guys in Toronto, like they bought a bunch, and literally these guys like they spent about like 10K on a machine and their sales are about like 50 bucks a month. You're never gonna recoup your capital like that. And that's like, we as entrepreneurs, we come in, we lowball them, we buy like a machine for, let's say at max like $2,000 in Canadian, depending on what it actually is. And usually we wanna look for like net sales. And if we usually pay for a machine slash route location, what we wanna be focused on is, like the max price you should actually pay would be the annual sales. And if you get anything lower, there's actually going to be a potential like wedge in between that you could actually profit and capitalize off of. So anything that's kind of like in that range, you could actually snipe. But that's pretty much it. I don't know. Like, let me know what you guys think about this video. It's one of my passive streams of income. I could show you guys a little more on what else I do, but I thought it'd be kind of interesting. Let me know what you guys think. So hit that subscribe button, like down below, and tell a friend about us. It really helped the channel. All right, we'll see you guys soon, and stick around.